Hello, my name is Jim Berthold, a Principal Solutions Engineer with FlexNet Software in the Software Monetization Division. Today, I'll be covering the topic of improving product lifecycle performance. If you're like most software publishers, you know precious little about how, when, and where your software products are used. Software publishers rarely know who, how many, and which types of customers download, try, buy, use, update, upgrade, and stop using their software products. Many know who buys their software, but not actually who uses and or updates it. Many know who tries their software, or at least the identity that trial users are willing to provide, but they don't know which of those trial users actually use and buy it. And with rare exception, there are few software publishers that know which customers don't update or stop using their software. It's ironic that the software itself is very intelligent, but its creators lack so much intelligence about where, when, and how it is used, its life cycle. Improving your software lifecycle intelligence has significant business benefits. For example, making decisions about which software investments to make are greatly enhanced by knowing which product releases were adopted the quickest and or which products are rarely used. The releases that are adopted quicker could indicate an exciting new, adjacent, or upgrade product opportunity. The releases that are rarely used could indicate an opportunity to end the life of a legacy product so that you can invest those resources into faster growing products. You could use lifecycle data to accurately determine the actual adoption rate of a new or upgraded product versus your sales team ability to sell software that is not actually being installed and or used. There are a large number of decisions that you could more accurately make based on lifecycle facts. Most of the challenges associated with improving software lifecycle intelligence fall into three categories. Overall, focusing your internal resources in this area can result in taking time away from your engineering and IT team's efforts to develop your software products and systems into the relatively foreign world of lifecycle intelligence. And even if you chose to invest your development and IT resources in this new area, it will take a significant amount of time and cost to learn enough to make it pay off. And in the meantime, as you're learning how to get it right, iterating through various software and IT system updates, that whole process can be very disruptive to you and your customers, resulting in a significant customer satisfaction reduction during that learning process. This is a diagram depicting a common software license lifecycle from the end customer's perspective. The various activities that your end customers typically experience leading up to and including the use of your product. There are 5 distinct phases. In phase 1, the customer conceives the need for a software-based solution and specifies the capabilities of the required solution. In phase 2, the customer evaluates the market to determine which offerings might meet the requirements and ultimately which ones to purchase. In phase 3, the customer acquires the rights to use the selected software product for business purposes. In phase 4, the customer owns license rights to the product through its useful lifespan. And finally, in phase 5, the customer either ceases using the retired product or replaces it with a successor software product. Associated with each phase are the distinct activities performed by end customers. Here's a tabular view of the software lifecycle. Software publishers typically collect and analyze only a few of the lifecycle metrics. Starting with the conceive phase, you're probably creating demand for your products by communicating the core capabilities of your products and, if applicable, their benefits. You're probably also tracking at least some of the metrics associated with the effectiveness of your demand generation activities. However, unless you can correlate demand generation activity effectiveness with associated purchase activity, you're probably only tracking and collecting some of the need and specify metrics. During the evaluate phase, if you require your customers to register for trial licenses and then track which ones can download the software, you're collecting the source metric and some of the obtain metric during the evaluate phase. However, unless you also track which ones actually complete the download process, you don't know if they actually obtained your software. All software publishers record and track orders and payments, and some also track which ones are provided the ability to download the software. But again, if you don't track completed downloads, you don't know who actually downloaded it. If you have an active software maintenance program, you're probably recording and tracking some of that information as well, although many don't track enough of that information to generate maintenance renewal quotes. Finally, some software publishers will provide existing customers with offers to replace end-of-life products with successor products. A small percentage of software publishers will collect related upgrade information, but that's about it. Let's consider some of the gaps. During the evaluation phase, Would it be useful to know which customers actually install your trial software? And then, after installing it, would it be useful to know who or how many of them are effectively learning how to use it and testing some of your differentiated product capabilities? During the acquire phase, what could you do to improve the customer experience if you know who and how long it took your customers to install the licenses they purchased? And while they're in the own phase, when they have rights to use your products, would it be helpful to know how and when they use the different capabilities of your products? Could any of this additional information help you better decide when, how, and where to invest in product development? It's quite possible to obtain these answers and many others with software lifecycle data collected automatically and easily made available to a wide variety of your functional teams to help them grow your business, lower costs, and greatly improve customer satisfaction. With Flexera Solution, you can track and collect most of the software lifecycle metrics. Starting with the conceive phase, Flexera Solution helps you accurately and automatically correlate demand generation activity with associated purchase activity. The details of this correlation are addressed during the evaluate phase. During the evaluate phase, Flexera Solution helps you track and collect lifecycle metrics. You can determine when, if, and how long it takes to download the trial software. With Flexera's license activation capability, you can also determine when and if the software is installed. With Flexera's usage collection capability, you can also determine when and if your customers are learning and testing specific product functionality. Also, with Flexera's license activation capability, you can determine when and if trial licenses are converted to purchase licenses. Next, with the acquire phase, Flexera Solution helps you track and collect the obtain and install metrics. As with the evaluate phase, you can determine when, if, and how long it takes to download the purchase software. Also, with Flexera's license activation capability, you can determine when and if the software is installed. Also, with the own phase, Flexera Solution helps you track and collect all those metrics as well. Flexera's usage collection capability helps you track and collect information when and if your customers are learning and using specific product functionality. Also, because Flexera's solution can be used to track all license lifecycle transactions, it provides an always accurate view of your install base, making the development of accurate maintenance and subscription renewal quotes easy and automatic. Flexera Solution supports the tracking and collecting of evaluate metrics during the own phase as well. In this case, Flexera's license activation capability can be used with existing customers to provide trial access to additional functionality within the products they already have, or trial access to other products with the ability to track and collect all of the evaluate phase metrics. Finally, with the retire phase, Flexera Solution helps you track and record when your software products are no longer used and when customers activate replacement licenses. Flexera provides the people, process, and technology elements that enable you to quickly, easily, and inexpensively collect and report software lifecycle intelligence. We provide the specialized, industry-leading expertise needed to assess your needs and define, design, develop, and implement a solution. Having successfully helped more than 2,500 other software publishers implement software monetization solutions, we've developed a framework that reliably delivers rapid results. We have evolved our success framework over the past 20 years and continuously update it to reflect the lessons we learned from innovating with our customers. Getting it right the first time is vital when implementing software lifecycle intelligence solutions. While people and process always precede the technology, it's the technology that provides, accelerates, and integrates the functionality required to implement the solution. Flexera's technology is purpose-built to help you monetize your software products. Flexera's technology provides the robust functionality required to manage most license lifecycles. This technology is production-proven, scalable to millions of end users, and is continuously enhanced to address future challenges. Next, I will provide a brief demonstration of some of the functionality available using FlexNet Operations, Flexera Software's entitlement management system, in combination with FlexNet Licensing, Flexera Software's licensing technology. To set up the demo, let's assume that you are a company by the name of ABC Corp who sells a 3D software design package. Several software updates are provided each year to your customers, but you have no visibility into their download activity. You would also benefit from knowing which versions of your software your customers are actually running. You add new features and functionality to your products, but have no insight into how frequently they're used. This information would be extremely valuable for guiding future product development. Now, let's see what happens with Flexera Software's entitlement management and licensing solution. In the demonstration, I'm going to show three examples. The first is software download tracking, having access to detailed data on who downloaded what and when. The second is in-product activation. Systems are licensed through this process, and valuable information on what is currently installed on the system can be fed back to FlexNet Operations. The third example is usage management. Information on feature usage can be collected, analyzed, and used for subscription-based billing. Here's example 1. I am logged into ABC Corp's FlexNet Operations customer-facing portal as Jim Berthold, a member of the ABC Customer A account. I have access to software based on my entitlements with ABC Corp. I can simply click a link to download the desired software. In this case, I will download Design 3D software version 2.0. The software producer ABC Corp has full visibility into who downloaded the software and when, as well as download specifics. What you see here is the FlexNet Operations administrative portal, where ABC Corp can view all downloads on an account. I'm currently viewing the ABC Customer A account and can select View Downloads. Here you can see all of the downloads for the account, and if I hover over the latest entry, you can see the download that was just performed on the customer portal. Information such as start date, end date, file size, protocol, IP address is displayed. FlexNet Operations reporting also provides additional metrics such as number of download attempts, completed downloads, etc. The second example is in-product activation. Following order placement with ABC Corp, FlexNet Operations can send a notification email including an activation ID to the end customer. This activation process generates a license on the target system and can also be used to provide important information back to ABC Corp. Here I'm going to activate using an activation utility, enter in the provided activation ID, and activate. The system is now licensed with a feature called ABC Design. We are now again viewing ABC Corp's administrative portal, and here we can see the details of the device that was just activated, device ABC Customer A Sys1 belonging to ABC Customer A. The device currently has one license for ABC Design. The system can also collect producer-defined information back from the licensed systems. This can be viewed in the vendor dictionary. In this instance, the client sends back an installed software version, serial number, and system status. The third and final example is usage management, which can provide valuable insight on feature usage within your software application. Client systems can send this information back to FlexNet Operations directly or through the use of a local license server. I'm currently showing the usage data for the ABC Customer A account in the FlexNet Operations Administrative Console. In this instance, ABC Corp has instrumented their application to send back usage data for a 3D print feature, a design feature, and the number of minutes used. Granular data can also be downloaded and viewed. Here you can see the usage details for the ABC Design feature over a given period. Tabular information, as well as timeline plots, are also available. This same data can also be shared back with the customer via the FlexNet Operations customer portal and can also be used for subscription-based billing. To recap, software publishers and intelligent device manufacturers typically do not have the ability to collect key metrics throughout the lifecycle of their products. Flexera software addresses this by providing robust licensing technology in combination with a feature-rich entitlement management system. In the demo, we showed several examples where software publishers and intelligent device manufacturers can gain valuable insight into the download, installation, and use of their product features. Please contact Flexera Software with any questions on how we can help you improve product lifecycle performance. Thank you.